As a pastoral assistant, we do exactly what our titles say. We assist the pastors. They often have ideas or things that they want to change or institute into the ministry, and the pastoral assistants try to take some of the load off. Pastoral assistants were actually appointed by Pastor K. So to become a pastoral assistant was somewhat of a surprise because we were all working in our areas of expertise. We were already fully engaged in ministry, but then to be appointed as a pastoral assistant, it was both an honor and also very humbling. The only role that I'm functioning in technically is a ministry liaison. So it's a role in between pastors and the rest of the councils. So as I've mentioned before, the execution of ministry needs a channel to go through. So oftentimes the pastors will have brainstorming sessions. I would like this. What are your thoughts? We hash it out, which is entertaining in itself. And then as the ministry liaison, it gets communicated to the rest of our council leaders and sometimes to the ministries directly.
Trouble, somewhat.
Little pistol, I call her.
I always said that she works me like a Hebrew slave.
A busybody. Yes, busybody. In a good way.
What most of our partners do not know is that a lot of the work that she does behind the scenes allow this church to be operating at the pace that we do. She has taken on a number of roles, and they really have been for the purpose of connecting dots. When I say connecting dots, whether it's one ministry to another, one individual to another, one project to an event, she's the one that's generally behind that.
She's very organized. She's able to put a good plan together and execute it. She knows how to get people together to complete a task.
Daphne is an organizer. I really appreciate, everybody can't lead a meeting. You know, they're all over the place. I appreciate the way she leads meetings and how she gathers folks and she keeps things in order. I'm a person of time. She keeps things in time. She keeps people accountable.
She's open-minded, open-hearted, listens.
Sometimes as a pastor, you feel as though you aren't free enough to really say how you feel about whatever. And Daphne is that person that I can do that with. I can say, I'm not feeling this today. Or I can run something by her, a thought, an idea. I can bounce stuff off of her. And I'm going to get a fair assessment or a fair response.
Elder Daphne has, I believe, been called to be a right hand to a pastor. One that a pastor can ask or request or deem that it be done, and she will be the one to make the application happen. She will be the one to do it.
She is a worker. And the thing is this, is that whatever you give her to do, it's going to be done well and it's going to be done right. And that's a blessing and a curse, because it's a blessing because you know that Daphne is dependable, but it's also a curse because she gets slammed with a whole lot of stuff because people expect it to get done, and like, who's going to get it done? Daphne.
She is a real sound leader. Her passion for this ministry is also evident in how she carries out the work.
Somebody that's very meticulous, someone that really wants to do things right, A lot of ministry gifts, especially administratively, but willing to share those gifts. And I think we could all, every church has an Elder Daphne in it where they're like a go-to person, and you need those type of people.
Daphne is one of the ones I think will go far in First Christian, especially with administration.
As Pastor Kay said one time, how did she put it? She's the master key.
Elder Daphne is awesome in what she does. She is a top-notch administrator. Her brain does not shut off. So when her brain doesn't shut off, it filters down to me. We complement each other because Elder Daphne, Minister Daphne, does not like drafting letters. She doesn't like to do the beginning. So I will draft it, and then she puts the finishing touches on it. So we have a great relationship. Plus, we've been on girl trips before, lots of fun where it's not ministry related, just letting our hair down, having fun. I love working with her. Love working with Daphne.
Daphne is one of those friends where she practices what she preaches most of the time, because sometimes we have to battle out as well. But I appreciate that about her, because that's what you call a true friend.
You always need a friend who is not going to be that person going to agree with everything you say. You need a person, especially when, as a pastor, you need a person who is going to push back, who's going to challenge you, be it dealing with, pastoral stuff or administrative stuff, or just dealing with your own personal life. She is that person for me. She is that one that, I respect her opinion. I know she's going to tell me the truth and not going to be sugarcoating it. I know I'm going to hear something authentic and not something made up.
The great thing about Daphne is she is dependable to the max. She can preach too. She can preach. She can preach. She can pray. She definitely is a prayer. She's a prayer warrior. So she's just an amazing person to have here. And yeah, I know she probably gets tired, but she works like she's not tired.
I do have a tremendous amount of respect for the things that she does to keep this church moving at the pace that we're moving.
And sometimes she gets the bad end of the stick about doing too much, but I think and believe that God has called her to do what she do, and others folks, they just need to get over it, because she's one that you can rely on. It's going to get done, and if it can't get done, she's going to tell you this can't be done.
When Daphne and I used to work with the elders, we worked very well together. We were able to execute tasks. Some that seemed kind of hard, we were able to bring together. One thing we prided ourselves as elders, we always felt was one of the most cohesive ministries in the church. And a lot of what was started years ago is still in place when it comes to the elders. And Daphne's is one of the ones that's responsible for, I give credit to in that respect.
Being a virtuous woman doesn't mean you never get tired and that you never want to just walk away. What sets her apart are the keys within the scripture that take up the fewest amount of lines. She would want other women to know that there's a high cost of carrying all of this responsibility, but there's a recipe that enables her to do it. So let's go to the word.